Good morning. My name is Stacy McMichael, and I'm the Resource Development Manager for United Way of the Lower Eastern Shore. And I wanted to talk to you a few minutes this morning about the profound impact that pandemic of COVID-19 is having on our area nonprofits. Now, we all know that business as usual has been interrupted here on the Lower Shore and across this country, and actually across the world. Businesses have modified their hours. Some of us are working remotely. Some people have been laid off or furloughed. Some businesses are appointment only. So no matter who you are or what you do, you've been impacted by the mandates of social distancing and just the general changes in the work atmosphere. But our nonprofits are experiencing what we're referring to as a double whammy, because not only have their daily operations been impacted, but the need for the services that they provide has increased dramatically. You know, area nonprofits rely very, very heavily on volunteer staff to get the work done, and volunteers have been directed to stay home. Fundraising is a key element of keeping any nonprofit operation going day to day, and all spring fundraisers have been canceled. Time has been redirected from fundraising to just day-to-day operations of critical needs, and so it's really impacting the nonprofits in a way that was unanticipated. And so a lot of nonprofits will look to United Way for guidance and support. And so we've done two things to try to help our nonprofits weather the storm. The first thing that we've done is we've created a resource page on our website. And you can find that resource page at www.uwles.org/COVID-19. And here we have put together a very comprehensive list of resources from federal, state, local, medical, educational resources for the community at large, including business resources. And I also want to take this time to remind you to please dial 211, a United Way supported program across this country. Anytime you have a need in the area of health and human services, pick up the phone, dial 211, see what resources are available in your community. The hotline is manned 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You will never get a machine. You will always get a live person. They're very well trained in available resources and crisis management. We're very blessed here on the Lower Shore to have our 211 call center managed by our Life Crisis Partner. So just want to keep that top of mind for all of you as you navigate this pandemic and you find yourself really needing some additional support services, especially in the area of behavioral health. We all know that there are a lot of issues arising with isolation. And so please call 211 if there's anything that you find that you might need to weather the storm at home. The second thing that we've done is we've created a response fund. And United Way has been very successful in mobilizing resources over the years, reaching out to community partners, pulling funds together to help our most vulnerable citizens. And this is no exception. United Way has had we've had great luck with our community foundations here on the Lower Shore, thanks to gifts from the Richard A. Henson Foundation, the Purdue Foundation, Bank of America, Delmarva Power, Truist Foundation, and many others. We have been able to establish this fund. And what we're going to do with this fund is we are going to redirect those resources back to our nonprofit partners and try to help them stabilize and keep their infrastructure in place through this pandemic. Yesterday, our committee was able to approve our first 6 grants. And so I'm so pleased to tell you that the first 6 grants are going to Wicomico Habitat for Humanity, Diakonia, Worcester Gold, the Cambridge Salvation Army, Salisbury Urban Ministries, and Catholic Charities, the Seton Center in Princess Anne. And what all of these nonprofits have in common is they all serve our most vulnerable populations, and they all have programs that are providing critical needs And that's what we have prioritized: housing, food security, medical assistance, prescription assistance, utility assistance. And so this is what United Way has done to try to address this pandemic and try to help our nonprofits in the community. And you can help our nonprofits as well. This fund is open to gifts from anybody in any amount. So if you are a member of this community and you just have a little something to give, we can take those gifts, we can combine them with the gifts of others, and we can really stabilize our nonprofit partners throughout this pandemic. We have no idea how long this is going to last, and we know that the implications for nonprofits is actually not very good. Many nonprofits are not going to survive this pandemic due to the lack of staffing and fundraising and all the things. So we really appreciate being a part of this community. We've been stewarding donor gifts for 75 years, and we will continue to do so as long as you will allow us. So if you would like to contribute to our COVID Response Fund, please go to our website, uwles.org/COVID-19, and donate now. Thank you so much.